Loba's tactical has to have one of the weirdest trade-offs in the entire game mechanics. Maybe I'm just exaggerating, but it's really weird. You're being sold this idea of teleporting to a really far place, but not a lot of emphasis on what you actually have to sacrifice to get there in the first place. And what I'm trying to say is that her jump drive sucks because, for starters, you actually have, like, when you throw the bracelet, you get stuck in this weird ass animation, and it takes 1,000 years to even put it back on. And before all this even comes to place, I can assure you that you are probably most likely dead. So the bad news is that Loba's jump drive probably needs a buff, but the good news is that there is a fix. Like, it's sort of a fix. It's not the best, but it's a fix. So the way this technique works is that normally when people are training Loba's tactical, they just probably trade and they wait for the maximum distance to actually like peak, then they teleport. Or they throw the tactical and they maybe have to hide in cover or have some very awkward movements that are really really funny to see actually. But this technique totally ignores all that, and what it tries to do is that it tries to give you momentum by sliding, because the bracelet itself is unable to give you any kind of movement possible once thrown. So like the bracelet's mechanics definitely does not want you to have any movement. So the only thing you can do is by propelling yourself. But the thing is that you're not going to be able to get as much distance as you like, but you will get there as quickly as possible. Do you understand? Even if you understand this technique and know how to do it the right way, Loba's bracelet is not something that I've ever seen myself use as like an attacking play, because I've had lots of circumstances and situations whereby I just threw that shit and I just ran into a 3 stack and I looked completely silly. Like I got beamed instantly. So this is a technique that I used to get out of sticky situations. Like I used to get from cover to cover as quickly as possible, because I don't have that time to throw the bracelet and to be crouching and walking really slowly with my hands out there. Like it makes no sense. So I don't advise this is something you used to attack, but something you used to actually like protect yourself basically. So to actually do this is actually very simple. Like there's really nothing difficult about this. So now the way this technique actually works is that it requires you to jump, throw your tactical, slide. Then when your sliding animation is about to finish, you have to actually release the teleportation. Because so in this very clip, you can see that I actually redirected the teleportation. So I was actually able to jump backwards, still throw the bracelet and release it on time. So with this technique, you can actually throw the bracelet forwards, backwards, or sideways, and you still be able to get the same efficient result, to be honest. So in this clip, so I'm trying to create a situation where we take damage and we need to like dip out of that situation like instantly. So you can see that to an extent, it's actually pretty efficient. Like it's not the best, but it's something that is definitely doable, because I could see that I had cover. So all I needed to do was slide out while I still had cover and still throw the bracelet, and I'd have been fine. I was perfectly fine. I was gone. He would never fucking see me again. So I've been using this technique for so long, since when Loba actually was introduced into the game, and I hope I was actually able to give a good explanation about how this works. And I know that it's probably not the best, but I really hope that you guys are actually able to learn something from this whole thing. And yeah, I think that's just about it. And I guess I'll see you guys later, because there's really nothing much to say. So